Well, it's in the phrase upcycled energy. So what we do is we use the waste stream of coffee production, coffee fruit. It's the fruit surrounding the bean. In fact, Cascara means husk in Espanol. And we use that because it's a waste stream clogging waterways in Latin America as an energy stream in our beverage. So our product is a sparkling Cascara beverage. For those people that don't know what Cascara is the fruit surrounding the coffee bean. It's a wonderful natural source of energy of caffeine, and our beverage has a double shot's worth of espresso caffeine in it, about 80 milligrams. So that's what's in it for you, what's in it for the world, and why we call it Up to Good, is that we're also giving back to the communities growing coffee. We're taking a waste stream out of the system and using it as a beverage stream. And we're giving back to the community as well. It's a 1% give back program. We actually have direct trade with Panama. That's where we're sourcing the product. What really makes our product different, though, you may have seen some Cascaras like on Starbucks and whatnot. What makes ours different is we're not only doing direct trade, but we're 100% natural brewing it. It's got a fresh, fruity flavor. We sun dry it in Japanese mesh beds out in the sun in Panama. So it's never processed with water. Then when we brew it, it's actually 40% solids to liquid. Tea is maybe 1.5%. So it's completely different. And it tastes amazing as a result. You've probably heard millennials a lot. Millennials are perfect as an audience for us. And the reason is a lot of millennials purchase products based on the value system of the brand. If we were just a Monster energy drink, it could be anybody. But we think millennials will really appreciate the sustainability story, the give back, using waste stream to beverage stream, as well as the personal benefit of having a little bit of natural caffeine. At the very beginning, we actually did have a different brand name in Germany for 8 years. So we are the world's first sparkling Cascara with the upcycled energy benefit. So in Germany, they actually called it a novel food. In the US, we call this GRAS status, so generally recognized as safe. It's so new that the German government said, hold up a little bit until it's more established. Well, in the US, we've been eating coffee fruit for years. So it's a fresh launch in the US, it's a new brand name, but it's a company that's been around for a while. Why that's so important, it's about 8 to 9 years of developing that direct trade and sourcing in Panama. There's very few people in the world that are doing it the way that we're doing, with the sustainability, not using water in the process. It's a very involved product. So we've been doing this now for about 9 months and preparing for the US market. And the biggest lesson we've had is it's really, really, really hard to get this beverage right. If you've ever tried Cascara yourself, it's an extremely challenging ingredient. It's got a lot of earthy notes. It's taken this long to really work with the suppliers we already had from Germany to get the right strains of the fruit, the right processing. It's very much a produce-based beverage. So for example, there's actually 2 grams of fiber in a can of our Up to Good. Have you ever seen a beverage with 2 grams of fiber in it? It's crazy. There's no pulp, it's just the natural soluble fiber because we're using so much fresh coffee fruit. It's a great question. What we need from a strategic partner is that help and scale. So we're launching in natural foodie stores and beverage cafes, which is going to be wonderful. We've got a lot of interest this weekend. As we scale it up, we're really going to need help in that distribution. Beverage, more than any other category, I think, is struggles when we try to get to the right part of the store with that freshest beverage serviced in the right way. So we're looking for that help from a partner. Also in manufacturing, what we have today is wonderful at a small scale, but we're going to have to source more coffee fruit and have a larger scale production than we're able to do in our early stage. Well, I think we're doing a lot of really cool things. We have a ton of innovation planned, but the real key is this idea of upcycled energy. We think nobody's approaching energy in this way with this kind of product and this much depth. The sourcing we've done is unique. The lack of water used in the processing, the use of a waste stream as a beverage stream, all these things together we think makes a completely unique position that nobody else in the world has. And there's one last piece. It tastes delicious. So I know you've tried it. The fresh, fruity flavor. We use some herbs and spices that are proprietary. And it's kind of like a Coca-Cola. You may not know it's got 26 or 28 ingredients in it. It disappears. Same thing for us. We're trying to celebrate that coffee fruit flavor, and it really is unique.